I might have missed my window of opportunity to get the garden update for August filmed. I've tried the past few days. Well, I haven't been trying because it's been raining so much every afternoon. Right now, it's not even in the afternoon. And already you can hear the thunder. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and try. This is the August 2024 Tropical Garden Update in El Valle de Anton. And let's go walk around and see what's new. First thing I noticed is that this is a new flowering plant. And these, the greenery was there for a long time, and I actually had thought about removing them because I didn't think that they were going to do anything. But clearly, I think they're heliconias. I love these plants. It's just starting to drizzle, so this is actually a good time to catch video because it's not too bright from the sun and the colors should really be pretty vibrant. I noticed a lot of new growth on the ylang ylang tree. Very happy to see that. You can see like new growth coming in. It's a wonderful thing. These unnamed plants have the most amazing fragrance. They kind of have like this floral and melon aroma, kind of like honeysuckle and honeydew actually. So I'm liking how this little section is turning out, except those morning glories that died, but they might come back. Everything kind of seems to come back at some point. The gardenia is still blossoming. Nice flowers coming up. You put one of these in a little bit of water in my bedroom and it just makes the whole room fragrant. It's really, really delightful. Somebody mentioned that that's agave, and I just love the way that looks. I love the texture of that plant. Oh, and these little guys that I planted are kind of taking to the earth. I forgot to plant that one. I'll have to get that one in the ground. My gardener was just here yesterday and he elevated the green jade vine because the roots were getting waterlogged. So when we get over there, I'll show you what he did to that. Look at how tall the papaya trees are. Let's see how the fruit is forming. Look at that. I am so excited to have these papaya trees. Wow, they really got tall. Oh my gosh, that happened so fast. The pink bananas, birds are loving these, and one night I saw a possum coming to feast. And then do you hear the video game frogs? I love those. This is that other gardenia plant that surprised me with a beautiful blossom a couple months ago. And then that was the last blossom. I had that one and only. It's a one blossom wonder. Let's see what's happening over here. Oh, these are so pretty. Let me see if I can zoom in on that one. I really have not been spending time out here because it's just too saturated. And it just has been raining and raining and raining. Oh, wow. All right, we have to take a look in here. I had my gardener dig up a couple of these, I think they're called ginger lilies. So I had him dig up a couple of these and plant them in my yard, but these are absolutely the most fragrant, beautiful aroma. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that they're like right here. Oh, I can smell them. I'm starting to prune back the Confederate rose because it was just getting very tall and leggy. I hate to, prune and take too much off the top because that's where the blossoms are. So I've just been waiting for them to kind of die back. And then I was pruning down. Oh good, and now I can actually see some new growth, which I'm excited about because the other day I was out here and I didn't see any new growth, and then I got worried that I might have done something wrong. But there it is. Come on, focus. Or maybe it's my eyes that aren't focusing. Who knows? Could be my eyes. Look at this baby. That is the Dombea with the beautiful pink flowering, like pink ball tree it's called. And I did prune it, but I should probably consider pruning a little more. Oh. Nice little butterfly. These are common all over. So pretty. There's some lizards that they love eating the hibiscus. So there's lizards that usually can be found on these hibiscus plants. And they do like the Dombea, that pink ball plant. I mean, I guess I'd want to hang out there too if I was a lizard. Nice big leaves to sun on. Mandarin tree is kind of getting overshadowed by the Dombea, so I might have to prune that back. The gardener pruned this just a few weeks ago, and already it's back blooming and all the butterflies are happily enjoying all the nectar on this lantana. I've kind of given up on the compost project until a later date. 3 banana plants producing. Got 2 blossoms there, and then there's one around on the other side. Let's see what's happening over here. I feel like these hibiscus just shot up overnight in height, and I'm really happy to see the candlestick plant growing. You can see like where the leaves are yellowing, it's got some type of fungus happening, and that was kind of like all over the plant, and I had to cut it back pretty severely, so I'm happy to see that that is coming back to life. And I have another one on this side, the candlestick plant. They are so pretty when they're blossoming that you'll see in a couple months, I guess. Avocado, still hanging in there. So glad, because I was really concerned about all the water. Now my concern goes to the fig because of the water. And this is only August, so we have September, October, and November. And October and November are typically the months where we get the most rain. And I just don't know how much more rain all the ground can take. Everything is just so oversaturated. If you're driving up to El Valle, just be very careful, because there's been mudslides and the potholes they were fixed, but now they're not in such good shape anymore. Ooh, there's a little, oh, it's a mantis, I think. I wish those insects could talk. I feel like they'd be very wise. On this musayenda, it did the same thing last year where it kind of died down and I thought it was dead and gone. But I am just gonna prune back the stalks. I think this is just part of, oh, it must be, because look, there's actually new growth coming in. So that's just what it does naturally. Oh well, it's not focusing. I am learning the less I do with the plants, the better they thrive. They don't need me fussing and worrying about them. And honestly, I guess if there was a plant like that, it's just not going to be my plant. I think that's why I don't do well with orchids generally. They just don't seem to thrive in my care. These things, oh, is this the Buddha's belly? Oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize that the Buddha belly was going to have a flower. I got the plant just because of the stalk. Like, I love how, here, I'll get a little closer in. I just love this texture of the Buddha belly. So having a flower, kind of a nice little treat that I did not expect. Let's see if these papaya trees are producing anything. I don't see see anything. These are all females. So I'll give them a little more time to get pollinated. And then maybe a couple of them are gonna have to go. What do you guys think? I think that the guy that I bought supposedly this Meyer lemon tree from was just telling me what I wanted to hear. He tells me that it's gonna turn yellow, but I've had this for a year, maybe? I don't know. Look at the guava tree, really getting some height. Same thing with that street tree that I planted. I love these, the fragrance. This is gonna be where the outdoor shower is, so it's gonna be nice just to have the fragrance of these when you're in a outdoor shower. And this will be a view if you're out here taking a shower. That's the view of the mountain. That's Cara Iguana. I had a guy just bring me some more bromeliads. So I just tucked them in here where it's a little bit shady. But this is going to be a nice little corner for the bromeliads. So that one kind of got knocked over. Yep. I gotta replant that a little more securely. I like how this is filling in around the corner of the house. That's about it. Looking lush. I look back at video from a year ago or 14 months ago maybe, or a year and a half. And it was just so empty and very dry. It's funny how you can really see the difference in dry season and rainy season. So I got the garden update done. It didn't rain. It will probably rain later. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and we'll see you in September. All right, let's give some film time to these beauties on my patio. Again, the more I leave them alone, the better they do. Especially this one. I thought it wasn't doing well outside. Oh, I'm bumping into a spider web. So I brought it inside, and then it was not happy inside. So I moved it to a different spot inside, and then moved it back out here where I originally had taken it from, and it's doing fine. Such a cool design on that little flower. I just remembered that I'd forgotten to show the new method for planting the green jade vine. So it's a little bit elevated. because I think you can see how muddy this ground is. I have to be careful not to worry too much about this plant. I have to give it time to just do its thing. Super exciting that there are 2 of these flowers. This was the plant that was kind of struggling, and it seemed like a little bloom stem would come up and then it would rot. These were so pretty. Oh my gosh, there's another one coming. You know, it's kind of funny. I planted these here because they're white, and this is in like the moonlight garden section. But no moonlight would ever cast its light upon those flowers way below the greenery. But that's okay. They're beautiful.